What's up there, everybody? This is going to be your Lionsgate Portal General Collective Energy reading. So, happy Lionsgate, you guys. 888. Did I say that twice? Hopefully. I don't know. Anyway, so this is going to be a collective energy reading. Like I said before, this may not resonate with everybody. I'm just tapping into the collective that I'm guided to tap into, okay? You guys are free to research the Lionsgate energy. There's so many different resources out there. You know, articles, readings, astrology, insights, and things like that that you guys can look into. So I would suggest that you guys may also be able to find how the Lionsgate will affect your specific zodiac or your sun sign, or maybe any other positions, maybe Leo, where Leo is in one of your houses in your natal chart. You probably can look that up as well. So I am going to tap into just, you know, whatever it is the Spirit wants us to tap into. I'm going to use my my Lionsgate spread that I created, if I can find it. I don't even know what I did with the thing. Anyway, you guys can try this spread on your own. I have posted it on my Instagram. So I'll be posting this video both to YouTube and Instagram. So for those of you who are watching from YouTube, you guys can check out the pick a card reading that I did for the Lionsgate. And or excuse me, Instagrammers, you guys can find the pick a card reading that I did on my YouTube channel for the Lionsgate to get maybe a little more you know, narrow it down for maybe you personally. But again, you would have to get a personal reading to know exactly what energies are affecting you, or, you know, any specific questions you may have. It's best to get a personal reading. If you guys are YouTube audiences, I have posted a Lionsgate tarot spread that I created, which I'm going to use in this video. So let's go ahead and tap into our energies. And first off, I'm going to call to the guardians of the universe, the ancestors, the wise ones, the wise counsel, those of highest counsel, the guardians of the universe that are of love and truth, those that come here to help and align us with our path that is of our highest good, the path that is written for us, the path that we are divinely creating. I call forth those ancestors, those higher dimensional beings. I also ask that we be shielded with a portal of protection, a grid of protection surrounding us, that we are walking in protection. We are the sage. We are the obsidian. We are the light. We hold the keys. We are the magicians. We are the way showers. Alright, let's tap into our energy for Lionsgate. What is the theme? Soul journey. What will empower the collective during this Lionsgate portal? Intimacy. Let me make sure that this is in alignment, because sometimes it's not. I can't really see. Let's see. Where are our strengths? Where are our strengths? Rest. What needs work collectively? What needs work? Davis. Another word for God. I'm not pronouncing it right, probably. And what powerful things are going to open up for us? What powerful energies are going to open up for the collective during this Lionsgate? Thank you. Retreat. And what's our affirmation? Collectively, 2 cards came out. So I'm going to put these to the side, and I'm going to clarify this spread with the tarot, the Starman Tarot. So before I get started, if you guys are interested in booking me for a personal reading, that's the only way that you'll ever really know if a reading is truly for you. If you guys have your own, if you guys have your own questions, Any other topics that you would like to look into, you guys can definitely hit me up for a personal reading. By visiting my website, you guys can purchase a reading there. Just make sure that you guys email me to set up your booking date or time. Also, if you have questions about my readings, my availability, is best to email me. I do not conduct business on the weekends, only Monday through Friday, unless it's an emergency reading. So any emails or any questions or anything like that will have to hold off until the first business day, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So the theme for our Lionsgate is Soul Journey. So with the Soul Journey card, you see, looks like these spirit bodies, these astral bodies walking through, there's like different portals I see. Different portals, and then it looks like they're being shot up into nothingness, basically. It's like they're going into this galactic elevator, I guess you could say. So the theme of this is that a lot of us are going to be reaching higher levels. I do see a lot of astral travel. A lot of astral travel, a lot of lucid dreams, a lot of powerful dreams and insights. Then you have the moon card that came out. The moon card. Yeah, this is also a good time to cleanse our energies. It's time to cleanse our aura, work with the moon's energy, or work with, you know, the subconscious, work with our emotional, like do inner work, do intuitive work, tap into our intuition. This is a good time for us to, you know, pray. It's a good time for us to fast. It's a good time for us to visualize. This is a good time for us to manifest. You might want to spend the day or take an hour in your day, or, you know, the night of the portal, whatever, whenever you have time to reflect, meditate, pray, or whatever you feel guided to do, or do a cleansing ritual. Maybe do a cleansing bath before you go to bed, or do some sort of chakra meditations, or whatever you feel guided to do. Dedicate it to this day. And if you're focusing on manifesting, take some sort of time out for that as well. You have the Prince of Pentacles in reverse, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a day to slow down. You know, it may be collectively that we do just naturally just rest. It may be a day where you may want to take a nap. It may be a day where you want to call off of work. Some of you may do that. But I just see a lot going on spiritually rather than physically. But also take time to, I feel like take time for self. The moon can represent literally working with the moon. I'm not sure what phase we're in right now. We should have a new moon coming up soon. So this could be the effects of that as well on the body. But I see this as more of subconscious and inner work that this is speaking of. And checking in with ourselves and how far we've come on our journey, really. Okay, so what is it that is going to empower us collectively during this portal? It says intimacy. So I feel like this goes all around. This is intimacy within the self. These are two different aspects and elements of the self, I feel. So this is being more intimate and more in tune with the self. It could also represent intimacy with those around you, connecting with the world around you, being aware, self-aware. Thank you. Let's see. We got the Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Lovers. So this can also be a very powerful time romantically. This could be sexual passion. So tapping into our lower chakras to manifest and create. There's bees in this card. So it's like this nectar, so your sexual energy is a powerful tool to create and to find inspiration to create and manifest as well. So some of you, if you have a partner or if you have someone that, you know, you can hit up and know that you trust and is on your level spiritually, where you guys can get together and do some sex magic, then why not? You know, maybe put your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, or your wife, or whatever on. Some of you guys, this could just represent yourself doing this within self. You know, you don't have to have a partner to tap into your sexual energy or to utilize your sexual energy to manifest, whether that's just using the desire for sex to channel that into, you know, whatever your arts are, or to attract money, or whatever help that you need. It's a powerful tool. And I also see that this could also be a time where there's a heavy focus on sex. There's a heavy desire for sex at this time, whether you're single or partnered, single or partnered up. I see there's a strong level of like sexual desire and attraction. So again, utilize it. Don't waste it. You know, if you can utilize this energy to create or manifest, then why not? I also see that this is a good time to, like I said, to go within the self. Our theme is the soul journey, the journey within the soul. And here, this, to me, with all this green, this is like the portal to the heart chakra. So get to know yourself, uncover some truths about yourself. That's what's going to empower you. This seems more like a personal time with the 9 of Swords. I also see that what's going to empower us is confronting and facing our fears, our doubts. It's also a good time to do some smudging, because this looks like a sage bundle, like a burnt sage bundle. So it could be a good time for you to cleanse out your home, to cleanse out your office, your car, you know, wherever you spend most of your time. Start cleansing your space. You can use sage, you can use Florida water to, you know, wipe the energies down, you know, wash your floors clean, your windows, your walls down, whatever. Taking a cleansing bath, maybe doing some sort of energy clearing in the mind or in the crown chakra. I get like this heavy energy in the neck and the back. So that's a sign that there's some sort of stress, some sort of like, it's like some sort of attachment to negative thinking that needs to go, that needs to subside. You guys can also, if you guys have sea salt or Himalayan salt in your kitchen or something, maybe get a spray bottle with some water and put some sea salt in it, shake it up and spray it in your room, in your everywhere in your house basically, or wherever you dwell. Open up the windows for a little bit to let those old energies out. Clean your home. Like, this is the time to do that. Okay. So there could be like an attack on the mind. I was telling, for those of you that are subscribed to my YouTube channel, I was saying in the August monthly reading, the collective monthly reading, that it would be a lot of deaths, like a lot of deaths going on. And I was telling people to be careful, to stay guarded, stay protected, because there's going to be a lot of that. And soon, you know, right after, not shortly after, you know, these other shootings came up. So, you know, it's just that time of feeding and harvesting and, you know, collecting energies and sacrificing people. So you just have to be, you know, cleansed, and you can't live in fear. Okay, you have to always stay alert and aware, but make sure that you don't live in fear. Focus on lack and things like that. So this could be cleansing of those energies. I see that these swords, they look really rusty. So some of you guys may need to cleanse your energy. Maybe your energy's too open, to where it's easy for you to be mentally attacked through negative thoughts or things that you watch on TV. Certain things can seep in easily to the subconscious. Things that you're listening to, watching too much of the news. If you're not vigilant and you're not protected, and you don't you know, keep that guard up to where you know what's going on with you, it's easy for you to be influenced by negative thoughts. And I feel like this is the time to cleanse that out. So we have sound, or sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Rest. So the rest card, this represents where your strengths are collectively, where our strengths are for this portal. So our strength is going to be in how much time we actually take out for ourselves with the 6 of Wands. This is the time to sit back and really look at our accomplishments with the 6 of Wands, okay? It may look shitty out there in the world right now. It can, depending on your perception. And it's true. It's not to say that we should ignore the things in the world that are, you know, the terror in the world. But I feel like when you see how much you've actually overcome, the more help you're going to be to others that may need you. Okay? But this isn't about assignment so much. Like, that's putting yourself out there in the battlefield before you're ready. This is a time for you to reflect on self. You have to make sure that you're right within yourself. You have to take care of you. And I feel like this is a time to, you know, love up on yourself and give yourself a pat on the back for the battle that you have overcome thus far. You may be looking at your circumstances as if you're not winning, but if you look at where you were in the past versus now, this is a heavy accomplishment. Okay. So with the 8 of Wands, so the 8 of Wands, clarifying the Davis is another word for God, and this represents what needs strength. So our higher selves need more attention. We need to give our God aspects of ourselves a little more. We need to feed it more. We need to see how powerful we are as creators and manifestors. There's, again, this emphasis on the third eye and the crown chakra. So this is a good time to work with some crystals that help. So you can work with your selenites. You can work with your amethyst, your clear quartz, or just meditate. So this, again, this is knowing that you are that divine creator. This is a little more strength that can go a long way, or this could be your connection to the God and all that is. Notice that it does look like a form of a man or a person, but if you look at it closely, it's energy, you know, and that's being connected to all that is, and knowing that vibrationally, you know, we can control our vibration. We can control what it is that we create and what we manifest. And again, I don't know if this looks like an eye, like, I don't know why, but you know how, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced, but when you close your eyes, sometimes you can see like weird colors, and I feel like that's looking at energies beyond the physical eye, if that makes sense. So when you close your eyes, you might see like different colors. That's what this pink looks like. And again, it's the third eye crown chakra energy, and I feel like you need to meditate more, focus more. Maybe when you're thinking about or manifesting, or when you're cleansing your third eye, your crown chakra, maybe imagining in your while closing your eyes, imagining that light in your eyes or on your actual third eye, okay, your God eye. So this is what I'm seeing. The Ace of Swords. So yeah, I get like cleansing in the mind, and there, that sword, it's very it looks rusty, but then if you look at the top of it, it looks like it's being cleansed out, like energies is burning off. Some of you guys may want to work with sigils or sacred geometry to help you meditate, or help you to even manifest. Or maybe you have if you have the, I don't know, because you can write your own sigils up, you know, or, you know, some people learn how to make their own sacred geometric shapes. If there's like books and things like that. If you are into that, make up your own, create your own, maybe for a specific reason or meaning or intent. Also, there's that pink light again. So, and then this looks like an eyeball, and then this looks like the iris, so, or the pupil. So I would meditate with your mind's eye, close your eyes, and imagine this pink light in your eye, or in your mind's eye, in your third eye. And also these golden energies to transmute. There's a lot of gold and yellows. Okay, so what powerful things are opening up for us collectively? We have retreat. So there's this peaceful energy, this renewal. This looks like what people call the new earth. If you look at this card, to me, how I was looking at it upside down, it looks like it's a bridge or something. So it's like a shift in your world, shift in your reality. This looks like a more of a peaceful energy as far as your reality, as far as where things are. Clarify this, Spirit. You got the 5 of Pentacles with the 3 of Swords in reverse. So I feel, for those of you that have gone through a dark period, you've gone through depression, you've gone through questioning where things are, trying to keep your heart together, trying to make have an understanding of your path and where you're going. I get that even in the midst of this, you've been fighting battles, and this is behind the scenes. You don't even know how much you've been creating, how much you've been renewing. I see that your higher self, your spiritual self, and your ancestors have been working with you diligently to help you release these energies with the Three of Swords. And then if you look here, this looks like some sort of embryo. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Wait. Where am I at? Right there. Okay, so right here, it's like a little embryo in the corner, and it's got the third eye is lit up. I don't know what this is. It actually looks like a embryo. So again, it's like through the darkness, you're creating light. You're creating this new you. There's an enlightenment in this. This is a new spirit body. I hope I'm not sounding crazy, but this is what I'm picking up. And with the Five of Pentacles, it's like this energy, no more lack. No more living in lack. This is physically no more living in lack. I see this if you guys are struggling with your living situations, whether you don't like where you live, you're worried about how you're going to pay your bills, you're worried about living out on the street. Some of you guys may be living in your cars and on the street. You're not going to be living in lack. And I feel like it's all about breaking down the codes of the universe and shifting this. And I feel like that's what's happening. Like a lot of us are going to get to this point where we're doing it. And that's why we had to go through this dark period. The Three of Swords is in reverse for a reason. So that's what I'm seeing. Now to the affirmations. The affirmation we have is sound and purification. I'm going to read from the book what these affirmations actually mean. So you can put your own twist and spin on these affirmations. It doesn't have to be exactly what the card says. But let's see. Okay, I'm going to read purification first. So the affirmation is, I purify my soul. I release burden and expectations of choices. I am free to make my own decisions with love and confidence. Okay, so again, it says, I purify my soul. I release burden and expectation of choices. I am free to make my own decisions with love and confidence. So sound says, I listen to create power within me. I resonate with the beat of the universe. Again, it says, I listen to create power within me. I resonate with the beat of the universe. So I do see that singing and music will be very powerful. When you speak over things, it cleanses energy, it moves energy, it creates energy. So when you say something, when you're singing, like how many times when you guys listen to music and you're singing and you feel what the song is saying, how does it affect your energy? Do you notice how if you're singing, say you're singing a love song, how it makes your heart expand, and sometimes it might even make you cry, or might make you fantasize about love, or might make you think about somebody, or make you miss someone. Like it conjures up emotion. Or when you rap or something, like you might be rapping to a little a song, and then it might make you feel feel yourself a little bit. You start getting cocky, getting confident. So you have to pay attention to like what you affirm, and singing is a powerful tool. I would definitely manifest singing, or with singing, or maybe even listening to music, like when you're doing your meditations. Like sometimes what I do, like when I'm doing like money candle work and stuff like that, like trying to attract money, I listen to like hustle music, like Jay-Z music, or songs that motivate me or that align with that. If it's like you're trying to manifest love, listen to your favorite love song and sit in that energy and feel it, because it's very powerful. So again, it goes back to being mindful of what you're listening to, who you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're even what you eat. But sound is very powerful. And the purification of the water, like I said, with the cleansing, maybe doing some cleansing baths or whatever, or speaking over your water before you drink it, because they've done this with science. They showed you that water, you know, you can affect the vibration or the energy of water with words. So you can say to your water, you're beautiful, and you can say into one other glass of water and say you're ugly, and you can see the difference over time of the effects of the water because of the words. So speak to yourself. I've said this in another reading, or I've said this a few times, that we're made up of water. So speak to yourself, change the vibration and shift it. And like when you take your spirit baths, or when you take a shower, speak over this water. When you drink your water, speak over it. When you're blessing your water, if you're using it to cleanse your home, speak over it. It's a power in that. You know, a lot of people say, like, when you work with your ancestors, or, you know, certain guides, or deities or whatever, singing songs for them while you're doing certain works or whatever is also very powerful. It's also a very powerful way to connect with the other side. You know, drums, bells, you know, the little, it's like maracas, the little instruments and things like that is also another way to create a frequency as well. So yeah, much love as always, you guys. I hope that this reading was helpful and that it may have resonated with someone. Again, if you guys would like to book me for your personal reading, please check the description box below for the link to my website. Also, if you guys are on Instagram, just click the link in the bio section and that will take you to my website. Any questions you have, please feel free to email me. Much love as always. Thank you for watching.